Hey guys, what's going on? This is the Freeskillers back with another video, and today we're doing a shoe comparison between two high-end models in Nike Football X line, the MagistaX Proximo and the HypervenomX Proximo. So let's go. So first, let's talk about the uppers on the Magista Proximo and the Hypervenom Proximo. First, the Magista. The MagistaX Proximo is completely different to the Magista Ober upper. It features an extra layer and it's a lot more, I guess you could say, rough. But of course the ACC is the only feature which isn't featured on others like the Hypervenom and the Mercurial lines. The MagistaX Proximo features a full flyknit upper with an extra layer of skin over the top of it, which is why it will feel rougher in hand. Also, the MagistaX Proximo features a sand-like texture around the forefoot just to keep it more long-lasting and more durable. Also, another layer of skin just over top, which is a bit more thicker as well, just to expand the durability between the sole and the upper. Now moving on to the Hypervenom's upper. The Hypervenom features a flywire, likewise with the Hypervenom Phantom, but also the Magista does feature the brew cables, which are quite visible on this colourway. Also, the Hypervenom features the exact same upper all around as all the Hypervenom Phantom models. It's a very similar shoe. In fact, it's the exact same, obviously, apart from the sole is different. Let's move on to the breaking time. The Magista was significantly quicker in the breaking time with the flyknit upper, and the Hypervenom was quite stiff straight out from the box. The Magistas took one session to break in as long as about maybe 2 hours, and the Hypervenoms took about 4 hours to break in fully. Moving on to the seam, which is part of the stitching of the collar on both of these shoes. First, the Hypervenom. The Hypervenom is better in this scenario as it is down the side rather than in the middle, just to prevent blisters, and it isn't leather, it's more of a stitching just to make it easier and less chance of you getting blisters. Moving on to now the Magista. The Magista features a leather lining straight down the middle, which can cause blisters. Not while breaking necessarily, it's when you start to wear them more, you do get some pains in the back of your foot. Now moving on to the insoles on both these shoes. First, the Hypervenom. The Hypervenom gave us no issues with the soles. It's quite flexible and it's very soft. As you can see, it has worn down a bit. Also, there is no holes on the Hypervenom ones, but it's still a very good sole and there's no issues with it. Moving on to the Magista. The sole of the Magista does feature the ventilation holes, unlike the Hypervenom. However, there was quite a few more issues. In the Magista, the sole was moving quite about significantly, and sometimes when you stop, like put your foot down and turn, it did cause it to move out slightly, but it wasn't significant. Moving on to the soles of these shoes. First, we'll talk about the Hypervenom. Now, we all know there are 3 different models on the Football X line. We have the Mercurial, Magista, and the Hypervenom, all with completely different soles. The Mercurial having the thinnest, the Magista having the largest, and the Hypervenom right in the middle. Magista is definitely more of a level surface, whereas the Hypervenom, as you can see, it starts quite high and then it just goes down a bit on the midsole. Now we're going to talk about the lacing system on these shoes. Neither of these are centred down the middle. The Mercurial is the only one to have centred. The Magista goes inwards to the shoe, so you have a bigger outsole, and the Hypervenom, as it is on different models, has an outwards centred lacing system to offer bigger striking area on the ball. Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and comment down below what you think of both these shoes, and if you disagree with anything that I said. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.